Good morning, everybody. Sarasota TM. Merry Christmas, everyone. Got some coffee going here. It's so slurpable, so good. Well, as you can see, I've got the fantastic little steel horse from Bucky's fire pit here on the propane. And because it is, I think, about 55 this morning, definitely a welcome bit of warmth, but because it's not 30 degrees outside, this thing is working great. And what I discovered yesterday after using it for the first time is in about 15 minutes or so, when those rocks, those lava rocks get hot, it actually starts putting out that 58,000 BTUs. Folks, that's the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. I made some Maxwell House this morning. I got that heavy whipped creamer, and look what I've got to enjoy this morning. My daily ration, my Publix fruit cake. It's not a Claxton, but it's a nice little piece I have for myself. Let me show it to you up close. Look at that. So nice. So, hang on a minute. I guess you guys can see me pretty good. I know you can hear me well because I got the mic on. I have to have a bite. I'm sorry to eat in front of you. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't want to be rude and talk with my mouth full, but it brings a sense of Christmas all over my body. You know, I don't think in almost 66 years of my life that I've ever enjoyed a Christmas morning. Well, it's Christmas Eve, where I came outside and I had a little outdoor fire and enjoyed fruitcake and the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. This is the life, folks. I better hold that in my hand because if I don't get it down, it will be cold in no time. So I figured out a way to light this fire until I could buy a long lighter. Is I took a very tiny piece of Kleenex and twisted it and lit it because I don't want to put any trash in there. And it's like a little ember. It was burning. And I laid it right on that railing, that circle where the gas comes out. And as soon as I touched that, I call it the throttle, the on and off switch over here, boom, fire. And I didn't have to have my hand down there. It's kind of spooky when that thing lights real fast because you have to go through high before you can get to low. So, you know, I'm going to need something that's got, at least a reach away from it. But that worked good. I thought about that last night. I said, I know what I'll do tomorrow. And that's what I did. And I'm telling you, folks, this thing, wait till we do a fireside chat in the night. And hopefully you'll be able to see me. But, I came out this morning. I got up this morning. And it wasn't daylight yet. It gets daylight at 7:15 a.m. And I said, well, if I go out there now, I don't know if they'll be able to see me. But I wanted to see what it looks like with, the fire going, with it being dark. But we'll get it. We got plenty of nights to have it. And I'm also very excited about the carrying case this thing has, that I can just throw it in the back of the car, in the trunk, or in the truck. And if I want to go to a park or anywhere, nobody's going to give you any problem with this. This is a self-contained little deal. And tailgates, this is nice. Now, I did read one of you that commented, gotta have one. Ordered on Amazon yesterday. and something very similar. And they are. They stick different names on them. Make sure you get a good 58,000 BTUs though, because I can tell you right now, that's the minimum you want. And believe me, it's fine. As it gets a little warmer, you don't need it on high. And it didn't seem to use a lot of propane yesterday during the video, and I have it on full blast right now. I'll show you low again. There's your low. And you don't hear the flame. When you got it on high, you can hear that gas shooting out of there. So this is very nice, but then you want to turn up a little bit more, look. See? You got a lot of in between. That's a nice little glow. Now let's get up on high again. Yeah. It's just the perfect flame, isn't it? I mean, you can put this on your screen porch in the back. So let me tell you about what I did last night. My good friends, Fred and Raffaella, they have plans with some other friends of theirs for Christmas, and they knew I was at home. They thought I might go somewhere. They weren't sure. Or actually, they thought, Raffaella said, she actually thought I wasn't going to return from Laughlin until after Christmas. And I really didn't have to, but whatever, I did. So, you know, they wanted to have some kind of Christmas with me, so they invited me over last night for dinner, and she made some spare ribs and some chicken that she had left over. We had this kind of like little variety. And of course, everything Raffaella makes is excellent. And then of course, she makes her own cookies every year for Christmas. And she brought out, there was 3 or 4 different types of cookies. And it's the holidays. So I had one chocolate chip, they're about as big around as my top of my coffee cup here. And I had this other one that you kind of roll up. I know you've seen them. I forgot what she called it. She had her own name for it. And it was good. So I had 2 cookies. And that's plenty, right? And now I'm having my fruitcake this morning. And I'm telling you, I'm sorry to be rude, I must have another bite while I have another sip of this coffee left while we do this morning chat. Now that's a big bite. Give me a minute. I'm willing to bet people that don't like fruitcake would like this. Yeah, lots of nuts in it. I love that. This is a life, folks. Every day, camping. I've got this very, very nice foundation here. It's clean. I don't track in any dirt or anything. It's a nice, big, wide slab. As you can see, I got room for both my cars to park. On the other side of me over here, I got, you could put one more car easily, probably squeeze in 2. All the sites can accommodate a pull-through. They're not just back in. So, lots of room, lots of space. And so anyway, we had conversation last night, and while we were enjoying each other's company, we put on YouTube, it's called Beautiful Christmas Music 2025. And it shows all these snowy town scenes and an amazing, if you have a 4K TV, just an amazing screen. And the music they play is all the Christmas carols, all the famous ones, but it's not, head banging, which can be a little annoying sometimes after a while. It's like Jingle Bells slowed down. Have you ever heard music like that? They play all the popular songs, but they slow it down. Now, in the beginning, you might say, hey, I want more pep. Well, they got those too, but if you'll just give it a moment, it's such a great background, and the scenery, the optics of the changing on the TV. It's not the fireplace one, it's Christmas. Christmas trees and snowy towns. I mean, only AI or, something could make pictures like that. It's just crazy beautiful. Even the frame around the TV, it looked like it was framed. It lit up. It changes different things. So check it out. Beautiful Christmas music 2025. It's a 3.5 hour looping video, and there's not very many commercials at all. And what there is, is very short-lived, or you can skip it. So we had that playing, and we were talking and about next year and this year and everything else. We were also being very grateful and thankful that we live in a beautiful place here. Fred was saying to me, and I have to agree now, he said, Tim, you were out there out west, you're talking about maybe moving out there and all that. He says, but I think you're a Florida boy. And I believe he's right. There's nothing wrong with out west. I love it, love it, love it. That's the good thing, is I like a lot of places. So I definitely want to go back out actually in February. So I only have to wait another month. And Johnny Vegas said it's like 70 degrees in February there in Bullhead City or Vegas. I don't know. I'm going to be checking it out. But February, March, April are the months. And then May, it starts to warm up, right? That's when I was out there last year. So I do want to return, and I think that when President Trump is in office, that gas will come down even lower, and that will make it even more affordable. So, there's nothing like making that cross-country trip, with the camper and camping out at night and stopping at Love's. It never gets old. Never gets old. And I hope and pray that any of you out there that are contemplating RV life or just buying one to park next to your house, especially if you want to live in one, get yourself a nice big fifth wheel or something, and you got a nice truck to pull it. It's a great life. It's a great life to share it with somebody. And that's another thing. Let me just switch gears with you. For 2025, not only do I want to continue to do YouTube and bring you the most exciting content that I can, like all these people I meet in campgrounds and traveling that do have a mate. It's not like one of them's being dragged by the hair of their head, to go out and do this kind of life. They both love it. And it's a lot of help. It's a lot of difference with two. Two heads are better than one. When it comes to cooking and traveling and packing and experiencing and sharing and, being together all the time and loving and touching and, all that goes with that special person that you feel so, close to. And when you have the experiences and you're living a life that's not stressful, you're not going to a prison job, you're not coming home like angry and all that. I mean, I'm sure you'll have your days, but you don't have anything stressing you. All you have is freedom. And this wasn't meant to be a dating a video. I just got onto it. But we're just talking about what I might be thinking about for 2025. This thing is really great. I think that there's a lot of women out there that have a tremendous heart and a lot to offer, that would like a good man and would love, something like this. And, I know there's a lot of women that feel uncomfortable driving a big truck and hooking up a camper, but they would love to do it, but it's not something they want to do themselves or alone. And so if they found a man that had something like this and that was something they enjoyed in life. And I'm not saying either that if I met a soulmate that this is the right kind of thing to reside in together for any length of time, because it really isn't. This is an excellent couples camper to take a 2-3 month, 1 month, 2-3 week camping trip, travel across the country. But is it something that you could live in? No. Not with two people's stuff and the floor plan it has. If you change the equation to just me, I never need anything more. I mean, it's perfect. So I have a dilemma there. I have a dilemma. If I do get involved with somebody that's going to be likely, I think really, if the prices can come down, it would be better to be in sticks and bricks. A condo, a small home, an apartment, and somewhere that has amenities, and it's really what you got to have. This life, unless you got a big fifth wheel, is not for living with two people. I don't think. People do it. Thousands are doing it. A mobile home would be the next step that's more affordable. That's like a house. It would be better with somebody than living in the camper here. I'm rambling, but these are the ideas. Because it's kind of new to me, I really would be winging it. I don't really know what to do and how to start it out. I know that love is blind, and the few times in my life that I have felt love for someone, and they felt the same way. You knew it. You definitely knew it. It was exciting. You wanted nothing else but to be together, right? All the time. So exciting. It's only because everybody else is telling me that I need to be with somebody. To be honest with you, that's why I've been like I have been most of my life. I don't think about it. I like to go and do too much spontaneously, and in the past, younger years, other people had jobs, and I've shared with you guys that I was basically semi-retired for the last 35 years because the job that I did have in marketing and advertising was self-employment, and it was very lucrative, and I didn't work very much, but I made good money. And so I worked 2 or 3 days a week, and I'd take off somewhere. I'd go somewhere. And if I had a relationship, I always made a joke like, well, I got to work till Friday. I'm like, well, I'm ready to go on Wednesday. So I just kind of stayed out of them. But people are telling me, you need to meet someone, Tim, and, you're getting older now, and it would be good, and nobody should be alone. And but they're not me. I think there's people my age that are alone. I wouldn't have to sell my camper, right? I wouldn't have to worry about making room and clearing out some drawers for somebody. But like I say, you can't live in that. You can't. This is not for two people. It's a great thing for couples to go off and have some fun. So anyway, we'll wrap up the fireside chat this Christmas Eve morning. I'll finish by telling you this. Today is the last day that anything will be open. So I have to really rack my brain today as to what is it that I absolutely want to get food-wise that I won't be stuck tomorrow for just 24 hours and not be able to get it anywhere, because Christmas Day is one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest closed day, that everything will be closed. And there's always something you wish you had, and I have nothing in there. I mean, to survive for 24 hours. So I just need to go to Walmart, and I need to think about what little supplies and, make sure I got drink and food to get me through 24 hours. I also know that things will close early today, so I want to get at it early. And also the gym. You talking about addicted to something. Now you can meet somebody there too. I had such a good workout yesterday. I met a nice gentleman. His name is Frank. He's 84 years old. He saw my Trump shirt I was wearing yesterday, and he came over and introduced himself. He had a little pocket knife he was showing me that had Trump written on it. And we had a little, camaraderie there. And 84 years, retired as a detective from New York. And he was in great shape, slim, just a super nice guy. Hope to run into him again at the gym. So people can age gracefully, but it's important to eat right, which I'm only now learning in my life. I haven't always been the best at that, but I've always been pretty health conscious of like exercise. And if you eat right and exercise and think right, think on positivity and, love and kindness and not stress and worry, because that'll age you. And have luck, and also luck, genetics. You can age gracefully and enjoy a long life of good ability to get around. Because so many people I see, and I'm surprised how young they are, that are moving slow, carrying way too much weight. And, unfortunately I had some health issues, heart attacks and different things like that. So we do want to remember that life is short. And on this Christmas, we want to remember, could be your last one. So make sure you've got God in your life and you give thanks to the Lord for everything that you have, not just what you will get for a Christmas gift. And just be thankful. Turn your life around. Think young, act young, be nice, be kind, treat others like you want to be treated, and you'll have a fantastic life. God will bless you above and beyond anything you imagine. And that includes blessing you with someone special in your life. But if you don't get someone, then he needs to keep using you the way you are. And maybe you don't need that distraction in your life. That's about it, folks. Man, what a fire. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll get you some more videos today. I definitely will get them for Christmas Day tomorrow. I'm going to be here going around and doing my own thing. I just heard some big fireworks over there. I'll be doing my own thing and videoing what I can bring to you. And you guys will be sitting around full eating turkey and ham and watching football games and whatever else people do on the holidays, if you like that kind of stuff. I don't generally watch those kinds of things, but I know most people do. You'll take time to check in on Sarasota Tim channel, and we'll bring you something that's worth watching. Maybe like a car wash or a Walmart video. Just kidding. Boy, I get a lot of good and bad on those, but hey, I am what I am. There's a lot of other channels out there. If you need a little variety, check out something else. So, all right, folks, let me end this video. Enjoy your Christmas. I hope you get everything you wanted, but remember the reason for the season and start today. Crushing it.